Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to discuss your supplementary reader, that is David Copperfield. Now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to provide a synopsis for the first part, that is from page 9 till page 15, and then we shall provide your explanations accordingly. And your task will be given in the form of worksheets. Okay, so let us begin. Who was David Copperfield? He is the main character of the novel David Copperfield, and in this novel, we get a description of his life until his middle age with his own adventures, numerous friends, enemies that he meets along his way. Alright, so now we begin the summary of the first part, that is David Copperfield. Now, where was David born? He was born in Suffolk at a place which is in England at 12 o'clock night. Alright, and before his birth, what happens is that he is visited by his grand aunt by the name of Miss Betsy Trotwood. Now, who was she? She was Mr. Copperfield's, that is David's father, own aunt. Alright, now David was born as a posthumous child. Now, who is a posthumous child? A child who is born after the death of his father. Now, in this part, we can find that Miss Betsy Trotwood is an unexpected visitor, and she's a very stern and a distinguished kind of lady, unlike David's mother, who is very timid and shy, and she's very scared of everything that is going around her. All right. Now, while she's visiting, she says that maybe Mrs. Clara Copperfield will be like a childish mother, as she is a childish widow also at the same time. So she intends to be the godmother of the child that is going to be born. Now she expects that the child born will be a girl and not a boy. So when at midnight David is born, Miss Betsy Trotwood, she is very discontented, very angry, and she leaves out the house with her bonnet. Wearing a bonnet, she goes away. All right. Now some words have been mentioned as discontented fairy for Miss Betsy Trotwood. Now this words you must find in the text for yourself. It is only that I'm giving you the synopsis of this part. All right. Now what happens after this is that when Miss Betsy Trotwood goes away, after this part we can see that it is David who recalls his images of his childhood and about his mother, about their house, what kind of parlor did they spend their time in, what did they do. These are the things which are mentioned. Okay, and David and Peggotty, that is the faithful nurse and helper of the house, they were very good friends. All right. So one day what happens is that when David and Peggotty were sitting by the parlor fire, Mrs. Clara Copperfield, she enters with a gentleman. Now this gentleman has black hair and whiskers, but David does not approve he does not like the man with his mother. Now we can see that after the stranger's departure, now who is this gentleman who has come, that stranger? It is Mr. Murdstone. All right. So Mr. Murdstone, after he leaves, there's an argument which goes on between Peggotty and David's mother. Now later on we can see that Mr. Murdstone was now a regular visitor to their house, but David does not like the company of his mother with this person. Now, a few months after this, what happens is that Peggotty invites David to spend a fortnight at their house. And where is it? It is at Yarmouth. Now, David is very eager to leave. He's very eager to go. But he does not know, because he's a child, okay? He does not know that he's been sent by some purpose. Now, what is the purpose? We'll come to know later on. And before this, it is just a short description has been given at Yarmouth, where David meets Miss Peggotty's family. And who are they? The relatives. They are Ham and Emily, Mrs. Grummage, and Mr. Peggotty, who is Miss Peggotty's brother. And they spend a very good time there. Alright, so this much is a summary from page 9 to page 15. The later discussions will carry on. Thank you.